They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. And out of bounds right around the 20. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. The Rams at 3 and 4 on the year coming into play. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Murray now on first down. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here's Swift. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Swift again. And this time he'll lose yardage as the defense not giving him any room to operate. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it won't be easy.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery. but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
You talk about this Rams defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get out.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. The CD, I know, is... quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Swift. Do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. They fake the handoff, now Murray. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield with man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. They'll run right here with Swift. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Tackled on the play by Cameron Thomas. You look at this Arizona defense. They're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Murray. That is caught. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Swift will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. (10-0) the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So it was 4th down and 1 in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. But sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 2. On the handoff, McLaughlin. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people that have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
2nd and 10. Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Again, it's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
It's going to be a
another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Murray off play action. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The end result, 21 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Eluding the pressure right.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Back to the running game with Swift.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now Murray. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. To throw is Murray. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
Murray now. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Cardinals will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself from opposition so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Scotty Miller, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Here's Stafford.
Finding his target, it's Trey McBride.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Stafford. Going for the deep ball.
Yeah, this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
What would look like a march to the end zone is hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
To the air again, Stafford.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Murray's throw taken in by Miller.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And quickly, they get to the line. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
How about how they spread the field in their formation? All those receivers running around, and not a single one of them finds a window in that zone. Great communication on the back end. Everyone pointing out different guys in their assignments. And guess who pays the price? The quarterback, as he gets dumped.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6.
On play action, it's Murray. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 28. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They will run straight ahead with Swift. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called.
They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Murray looking to change the play here. 1st down, and they go with Swift again.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 15-yard line.
To throw, it's Murray. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Amari Barno
Picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Dallas Goedert, a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Rams take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the lead is now an even 30. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes...
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. 35 yards.
And the Cardinals are able to cut into that deficit. So that, Charles, their first score of the ball game, obviously, coming here in the 3rd quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength. Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 113 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down, Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. This short throw caught by Goddard. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 22-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run. Murray to air it out again. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Murray going to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Amari Barno getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He's got Dallas Goddard, his tight end, over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Now a give right side Swift. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. Play action. Now it's Murray out to his left. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Here's 2nd and 10.
From the gun, here's Stafford. He finds his man, complete. That's Chambers. And they're going to speed things up here. Stafford on 1st down.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted.
Picked up by